focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Avant. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Might be calling a hot route. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to throw. It's Newton. Complete in the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Quarterback making checks. They'll run it from the gun. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Running to Green. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
That's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Running back searching for a hole. Fouls through the defense. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Lost a throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. A designed run for the quarterback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's pass.
Gets loose in the middle. The tag. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Dropping back, it's Newton. Gets it to him on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Underneath toast to coverage. Got it deep downfield. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. The pitch. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man all by himself. And he'll hold it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Davison. Looking for room at the 25. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Right on the money. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. The screen, and watch out. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Looking to throw again. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
First down for the offense.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over Southern Miss. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
He's got an open man. And that's where they'll mark him in a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
unloads quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going for 6. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
He's got it for a big play. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
The quick out. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right. Runs through a tackle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Davison. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Newton. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught at the 25. He the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Here comes the offense on first down. The give out of the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Davison. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the direct snap, it's Davison. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You can tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job sticking with the play, getting his hand on the football, and getting the deflection.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Hunt is on its way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
A loss of 5 yards on the play.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finding an escape route. And they'll knock him down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Newton. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt is on its way. He's got it. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. On target to the left. Finds some room. And Touchdown, Penn State! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 39 after a good return on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Newton. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Touchdown, Tiger! They take the lead with the 6. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking for room, it's Davison. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Isaac. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and look to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Punts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
They want that clock to run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Newton. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, and he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Takes the handoff. It's Avant. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Tag us. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. It's caught. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle it.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to quit the field position with the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it to the right. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. And now on second down for this offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see that.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early or late, up front, moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have.